Hey guys, what's going on? Wizzy Games here, and today I've got for you a bit of a different video. Today I'll be discussing kind of most recent F1 events, so a bit of the Hungarian Grand Prix, the fact that Haryanto might not be driving for Manor around Germany. However, Manor are saying that he might drive despite not having any money coming in, and just maybe more on Rosberg signing 2 years for Mercedes, an extra 2 years. I'd like to quickly mention that the gameplay in the background is me driving as Max Chilton in the Manor around Hockenheim, as Hockenheim's the upcoming most upcoming Grand Prix, and it's also got to do with what I'm talking about in the sense that Haryanto might not be driving for Manor round Hockenheim. So I'd also like to say the gameplay is awful. I'm just going to say that right now. So it'd probably be more beneficial if you literally close your eyes and just listen rather than watch the gameplay, because it is genuinely horrific. But anyway, so I'll start off with the Hungarian Grand Prix. Now, probably one of the worst Grand Prix of the season. A lot of people are saying it is the worst. However, Baku was awful, to be honest. I preferred Hungary over Baku. It was a very odd race because it was decided on the first turn, really. Rosberg started on pole. Again, a lot of people were saying it was a very lucky pole, which I agree with. Hamilton probably would have got pole had he had the yellow flags not come out in qualifying, which also qualifying, I've got to say, that was an insane qualifying. But he probably would have got pole if Alonso wasn't just chilling on the exit curb through the middle sector. However, you can also say that Hamilton was extremely lucky to get into Q2. So, I mean, I'm not really sure. I mean, the way I look at it, Hamilton kind of had got luck, but then got unlucky, whereas Rosberg just got lucky. But he started on pole nonetheless. Hamilton got a very good initial start to the Grand Prix. He actually went up the inside of Rosberg, who was actually too busy looking at Hamilton and didn't realise Daniel Ricciardo, who I thought nearly just mugged everyone off around the outside. He nearly got into the lead. However, Rosberg, he got ahead of Rosberg, but he couldn't quite out-traction Hamilton. I think it was the kind of white stuff on the side of turn one. So that kind of affected his traction. As a cheeky corner cut in the gameplay there, you'll be seeing many of those. But yeah, I genuinely thought Ricciardo was going to be leading out of turn one, but Hamilton held it together, and Rosberg ended up getting round the outside of turn two. I believe Ricciardo had done that on him a year before, so Rosberg getting a bit of his revenge there. But it was a very odd race because not only was it decided on the first corner, but every time Rosberg caught Hamilton, the gap was always around 1.5 to 2 seconds the whole Grand Prix, and the odd time like Hamilton was stuck behind the Haas of Esteban Gutierrez, and I was sitting there watching the race and I was joking. I was saying, "Go on, Gutierrez, block him, let's have a race." And Gutierrez weren't getting out of the way, and I was like, "Hang on a minute, this is stupid. Why is he not getting out of the way?" He eventually did on the straight, and after Hamilton kind of showed him the finger, Gutierrez did get a time penalty for that as well, I do believe. I'm not sure what else has come of that, but I'm sure the two don't particularly like each other after that Grand Prix. But like I was saying, Rosberg would get within like a second of Hamilton, and you'd think, all right, here we go, and then all of a sudden he just didn't do anything. He started to drop back again, and the whole Grand Prix I was just saying, if Rosberg gets in DRS, I saw him within a second of Hamilton loads of times, like 3 or 4 times during the Grand Prix. But we never saw an attempt from Rosberg to take the lead, obviously because he wasn't close enough, or he may have bottled it. I don't know. A lot of people call him Nico Bottelberg, which 2015 I can agree with. 2014, meh. I thought he put up a good fight in this season, despite a lot of people saying Hamilton's been extremely unlucky, which I do agree with. However, in most recent races, I'd say Rosberg has been getting quite unlucky. But take nothing away from Hamilton, he turned up this Grand Prix. I thought Rosberg drove quite well, but at the end of the day, Hamilton came across the line in first position, and he had a good Grand Prix. I mean, he did get screwed over by Gutierrez, and also going through traffic, Rosberg caught up. And at one point Hamilton was actually struggling for pace as well, but like I said, as soon as Rosberg got very close, it's like Hamilton just thought, nope, you're not getting anywhere near me, and he just drove away. So I found that very weird and confusing. I really didn't know what to make of that, but Hamilton in the end done a good job and took the win from Rosberg. But it's kind of enough of the Hungarian Grand Prix. I don't think it was the worst Grand Prix of the season. Baku was definitely worse, and also Bahrain I didn't think was that interesting either. But let's move on. I'll talk about Rosberg's 2-year extension to Mercedes, and I mean, it's hard because you see people like Pascal Wehrlein who are doing a great job for Manor, and I mean, I'm gonna say it right now that I do like Nico Rosberg. I've always thought he's a good driver, but part of me is happy that he stayed on at Mercedes, because I do think him and Hamilton, used to be friends. It's got that good rivalry about him, and a lot of people say Hamilton dominates Rosberg. He's clearly the better driver, but I feel like Rosberg does put up a pretty good fight here and there, and part of me is very happy that he signed that 2-year contract, because I like the driver. However, the other part just really wants to see young Pascal Wehrlein get stuck in that Mercedes and see what he can do. I mean, I'm not really sure what to make of it. I think Rosberg deserves it, really. I mean, the start, pretty much his 2015 season is probably his worst season. He did not drive very well at all. And to be honest, despite driving well at the start of this season, and he obviously drove quite well in 2016, I do think a lot of people say he used to be good and now he's just dropped off, and I do somewhat agree with that. When I used to watch him back in 2007 and 8, I can remember his 2008 Singapore Grand Prix, where in that Williams, just all through that kind of time era, really from 2006 to 2009, in an uncompetitive Williams car, he's always done a job. And I'm not really sure now. He's obviously still a good driver, but maybe he's kind of hit a point. He's hit his peak and he's not really going to get any better. I believe he's 31 now, so Hamilton's around 31 as well, I believe. I think they're 1 year apart. I think Hamilton's 1 year younger. But anyway, not long left of the video now, so I'm going to start discussing Haryanto maybe not driving for Manor for Hockenheim, and my initial reaction is he's not good enough personally. I mean, a lot of people, to be fair, he's done better than what I expected. I genuinely thought he was going to be awful. Coming up from GP2, didn't look that good, but I wasn't really sure what to make of him, but he has done a decent job, to be fair. He's matched Wehrlein in qualifying. People are saying that Vandoorne will take the seat, others saying Will Stevens and Rossi. I mean, I'm not really sure. I'd like you guys to leave in the comments, do you think Haryanto should keep the seat? Or do you think you'd like to see someone like Will Stevens or Vandoorne come in and challenge Wehrlein? But that's all I've got for you today, guys. Leave a like on the video if you enjoyed, and I'll see you very soon. Goodbye.